Hey, it's the Bad Day Trader here doing another recap for you guys. It is April 24th, 2025, Thursday. So, we had an interesting day. I think rather an unexpected day from what we've been getting, which is pretty much bearishness and a lot of strength to the downside type of days where shorts can, if you catch a good short, can really net you a lot of points. So today was a different story. I felt like a lot of people were looking for, why are we trending up? Why is the market so bullish? Well, the market does what the market does, and it's your job to basically get on board and kind of not think about the rest. Trade what's in front of you and go with the flow. I think that was the message for the day. So yesterday we pretty much had a bearish day after a failure to go high with bullish news, right? And today it was a different story. We pretty much did a V-shaped FOBO reaction, which I think was probably the catalyst for the day. Technical analysis, maybe you're looking for news, but not that I know of, was there. So I think this FOBO here was the fire starter of the bullishness that we see today. So this is the FOBO here. Um, you can clearly see that the market wanted to hold this as a base, comes back below it, strong V-shaped reaction, a quick back test of that area, and we get some bullishness here. So right at the open, you're left with this structure here. So even for me, it wasn't my best day. I really have struggled with switching kind of the flow at a quick pace, and I struggle with these days, especially when they're not giving you any deeper pullback and the bases that they're forming are questionable at the moment, but hindsight they look very good. So let's break the day down because I struggled today. Hopefully tomorrow will be a better day, and let's see what we got and what information the market presented us, letting us know this was the type of day that is going to be trending to the upside, and it's more an aggressive risk taking type of day. So besides what I just said here, the first clue of the day was that FOBO, pretty big FOBO here, starting off in the pre-market, right? So we're here at the open, and at the open, we're pretty much getting the same price action that we got yesterday in the same open, where we're getting a lot of shallow pullbacks. And what I always look for and what I expect is to get a deeper pullback and enter those deeper pullbacks. And it was very hard to get that in the beginning. And I'll explain my what I ended up doing here. So pretty much, if you see the open here with the kind of bullishness, FOBO structure, should be hinting at you that we're headed higher prices, which I didn't have any trouble finding that out. Of course, I saw that when I opened my chart. The only thing was there was no deeper pullback, so pretty much this price action kind of, if I can zoom in for here for you guys, pretty much the price action that we see here with the kind of bullishness and shallow pullback, grindy type of behavior is what we see here as well with the open, except this day didn't really amount to anything with the bullishness. So I feel like today was meant for yesterday. So I was kind of misplaced type of days, but nevertheless, let's continue on this, what I am talking about. So the pressure we had yesterday was kind of the same that we have here. Bullishness with the shallow pullback, grindy type behavior. And I'm expecting a deeper pullback because that's what we got yesterday, was this type of behavior with a deeper pullback. So I was looking to enter here, because I saw the FOBO. I knew that this had some potential to go higher and retest higher prices, except we'll see in a bit. We never got that deeper pullback. So that was my struggle of the day, was to be more aggressive and take those entries where they're a bit aggressive and they're higher on the curve. They're not my usual entries where I try to hide behind round numbers. They were more, if you saw a slowdown, if you saw shallow pullbacks, if you saw any type of shelf forming with shallow pullbacks, you kind of needed to enter there. So right off the bat, we get a really strong extension to the upside, and that right there lets you know something is different about today than we've been having probably for the last maybe 2-3 weeks. All right, so let's continue. So right off the bat, we extend here to the round number 1900. Right below it, shallow pullback, nice run and extension off this little platform here. Like I said, I was waiting for that deeper pullback. And keep in mind, the VWAP is right here, the black line. And we keep pushing higher. So we break right through the round number. We poke right through it. It's like a quick little retest of the backside of that run number. And we get another strong extension push up into higher prices. And then we continue, more shallow pullbacks here. So you can see this pivot right there and this pivot right there, almost forming another shelf here. So I was expecting, okay, let me get another deeper pullback here to the round number. And let's see what happens. And then we continue to run higher. And then we tap the round number. And at this point, I'm questioning whether the deep pullbacks are going to hold, because we've extended very far and very overextended, and there's not really much structure here for me to kind of hide behind or defend. So the market gives us this level here where the pullbacks are very clearly stacking up at, and they're not giving you that classic deeper pullback extension. It's more of a extension, shallow pullback, building you a shelf, and then another leg up. So it's not what we've been seeing, especially to the upside. So the day was very tricky for me, because I am looking for that deeper pullback, and that's where I would enter. And these alternative pullback shelf building structure, we haven't seen in a while, so I wasn't really prepared to trade it as such. I was looking for my deeper pullbacks, and I didn't mind going with the flow. Just give me a really good price, which it wasn't really offering. It was, the market was kind of forcing you to, let's say, pick prices where, I'll just scratch that idea. The market was just forcing you to play ball at where it was defending itself. So you can clearly see these shelf forming and extension higher. So let's see what we get. We get another break of the round number, a quick pullback to it. We get here, you can see it retested and retested there. So break of a round number and 2 retests before another leg up. And then the market gives you a lot of shallow pullback, grindy bullishness behavior, and attempting to tap that round number. And then we've kind of get our first deeper pullback, but with this strength, it's still kind of not deep enough for me to say, hey, okay, like there was clear structure for me to defend. This is where the buyers are at. In my head, I was thinking that there was going to be a deep correction, some type of really deep pullback, because this structure can be sometimes very weak. Once they give this structure up, the shorts really have a field day with this structure because there's nothing really stable about it. So we can drag this shelf over at the very least. And so at this point in the market, I was like, okay, well, give me a pullback to the shelf. Let's see what the shelf is about. Not really a fan of this round number at the moment because it's very extended, and we did get that break, quick pullback. And if you see my other recaps or maybe my lives, I talk about how when we break round numbers, it usually gives you a quick backside retest, and then another leg up, and you might give a full retest and then go, and so on and so on. That's kind of how the market likes to move. And so here we do get that full retest, but like I said, I'm really looking for like a deeper retracement. Not really convinced of this structure here. And we get a poke below, and as soon as we get that poke below, we get a strong kind of rejection, saying like a lot of buyers here with this vertical move. And I didn't pick up on that. Well, I did notice it, but I didn't pick up on it. I was still adamant about looking for my deeper pullback. And at the very least, I wanted to buy at the shelf. And if not, I was going to buy at the shelf, take a quick stop, and buy at this round number. But I think my problem was looking for that really deeper pullback that I feel like everybody was expecting, which we did not get. Or at least I know I was expecting a really deeper pullback. So we get a quick back test of that round number, and then we poke below here. So this is a poke below, and a quick rejection and a back test here. So this was a very nice entry if you got that long, I'd say. And then we get more continuation, nothing of a retest on these pivots, and nothing. We just get another higher pivot and another strong run, kind of looking like this run up here, like nice and strong. And we're looking to basically retest this round number, if not break it, because there's a lot of strength in the market, evidently. So we're looking for higher prices. My problem was I couldn't really find myself to push the envelope and play ball. So here we go. We get right to that round number. We're at the round number. It looks like it wants to break. It's a nice shallow pullbacks here, grindy behavior, very bullishness. Lots of bullishness actually. So we get another pullback here. Once we tap the round number, you can see that the sellers here were trying their hardest to kind of sell at a round number and push it back down, but you can see the market really wasn't having it. So we still leave another high low, not even close to the round number, about 20 points off the round number. So we come off it. You can see that there's some sellers there, and they push us back as far as this. Pretty much the same size retracement as this was. So that could also be something that you're looking for when you're trading, is same size retracements. How do my runs look like, and how do my retracements look like? When you're in a trend type of market, you want to take notice of how much your retracements are. So right here to here, they're 91 points, and from here to here, 80 points. So roughly almost the same, 10 points maybe of a difference, but they look the same as far as your eye can see. So equal kind of retracements. And then we get another higher pivot there, not even breaking nothing. Nothing is being broken. No retracement is breaking anything significant. And we're keeping it above this round number. So here you can kind of see that the market is still very much bullish. And let's see what we get. We get a quick break of this pivot by a few ticks. You can see that this run here is kind of very strong. They're really pushing the envelope here. We get a quick sharp retracement, And then the market kind of gives us these equal pivots here. And it's really defending this pivot here. So the sellers here, probably the same ones that are here and new ones, try to sell it, and we couldn't break a pivot. We couldn't even retest the one that was previous to this one, and it holds, and we get another strong run to the upside there, breaking the wrong number, and then a quick retest, and let's see what we get. A quick retest, so break, a quick retest on a shallow pullback of the round number, and then we get a run. We get another run up, and then shallow pullbacks. This grindy behavior here, same as this grindy behavior here. So we see grindy behavior pretty much all day here. So this grindy behavior, kind of this grindy behavior there as well, and we see I'd say this is some grindy behavior as well. So we see that pretty much all day today. So here we see like I said, that run, quick back test of the round number that it just broke, and then that grindy behavior up, and the market just continues to the upside. So we get 2 pushes up right below the round number. We get a full retest of that round number. So break of a round number, quick retest, extension up, and a full retest of the number. And then that's pretty much it. The round number gets defended. So they're building another, I'd say, a shelf here. And then we see pretty much it just grind its way up all day long. So breaking another round number there. You can see they were trying to sell it here as well. Then I get nothing out of that. So we get another break of round number, retest, and kind of an extension, not as strong as the ones before. And then we finally kind of get a decent run to the downside, a decent strength to the downside. But after all this momentum, it's not enough. Like, it's still, trend is up, the momentum is up. That this retracement here in large scale is nothing compared to the momentum we've had and the run that we're having and trend to the upside. So at this point, we finally get a deeper retracement, and it's still not breaking any round numbers or significant pullbacks. I mean, significant pivots. So there's these pivots here that if it wanted to break, maybe we can start shorting, and it doesn't give that to us. So I'd consider this still a higher low to these, and the market gives us a sharp retracement there. And then we get this strong push down, a strong sharp retracement, and an even stronger run up. So basically, in a way, nullifying this run. And towards the end of the day here, we get really bullish, where you can see they created this box where you can automatically see that the pressure of the market, the energy of the market, was going to explode here in this box. You can see by these bars here being very, very, very tight. It's coiling up and it wants to explode. So you finally get that explosion to the round number of 19,400. And this is a very important number, because if you zoom out here and we look at what number it tapped, it pretty much tapped this high back here. And this was a high that I did notice while in my trading session. You can see this high and this high here. And I noticed that the bullishness was very strong, and I wanted to see which pivot it wanted to tap. And I noticed this high over here, and it was at 19,400. So I was like, okay, well, that's a target, but that's not how I traded it. So here we're at that pretty much high right at the end. The last 30 minutes of the session, the market explodes to that round number, and it's still kind of marching along here. So today was, I guess, unexpected. It was pretty much everyone was pretty much caught off, I'd say. And congrats to anyone who was just going along with the flow, which is our job, to go along with the trend, go along with the flow. I was looking to short this market every chance that I had today. I was shorting it here. I wanted to roll over. I was shorting at round numbers. None of my shorts were netting me any significant amount of points. I was shorting tops and not really believing the market. And I was just, 2 weeks of just downside and we get a day of upside is questionable to me. So it's kind of something I should work on. And a major thing that I need to work on is these days where we don't get that deeper pullback. I need to start pushing the envelope and attacking these shallow pullbacks and shallow pullback shelves that it builds us. And we do finally just get this deeper pullback. That's probably the first or second deeper pullback that was offered, really. Maybe this one. But I was looking for more of a deeper pullback before I entered. And it just pretty much gave us a deeper pullback to the round number. And that was pretty much a really, really good entry that I missed out on just because I wanted a deeper one. And yeah, so I know that I struggle on these days a lot myself because the shallow pullbacks are very aggressive positions. And when the shallow pullbacks and the trend go really, really high and they extend itself, it's hard to start. If you didn't catch it early, it's hard to trade late in the progression, and you don't really know how high this thing is gonna go until it goes high. So there's two places that I should have participated, which was this round number shelf here and this round number, and somewhere in here probably should have participated. I was shorting this thing till the last minute. My fault. And next time, and I know not to fight the trend. I know clearly not to fight the trend, but given the past few weeks of just really bearish activity, this day kind of caught me by surprise, and they really did not want to give it up. This FOBO here from the opening was a clear sign that something different was gonna happen. This is a reversal sign, so I should have just, like I say, gone with the flow. And I know way better than to try to fight a trend. But also, when the market goes up this much, sometimes the better thing to do is to try to short it. And since I didn't take any points up here, I didn't go long in any of this up here. Once I kind of saw this topping formation here, like a double top, I actually shorted right there. I wanted to take it down at least to the VWAP and then start going with the trend. But I wanted like a really, really deep retracement, which we never got all day. So I think I was down about 100 points today. $2,000, 100 points. It's not that much in the grand scheme of things, but lesson learned is don't fight the trend. Whether I was definitely holding a short bias, whether we were going short all week long. So yeah, that's the recap for today. It's the Bad Day Trader, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow live. Peace.